That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. This to center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 0-2. In the air to left center. And that is the third out of the inning. Scoreless after one. Bottom of the second. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well.
That one lifted to left. Canzone settles under it. And there's one down. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. Marcelo Meyer digs in now. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. In the air, left field. Canzone in position. And there's two away.
Batting seven,
Carlos Narvaez up next for the Red Sox. That one hammered but pulled foul. Narvaez matched a homer in his last game. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Second inning here, no score. In the air to left center, Rodriguez turns to the right on the move, and that is that. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. In the air, right field. He's got it. One up, one down. So up next, Ceddanne Rafaela. And there's a foul ball. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Donovan takes it in for the out. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Hey! Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That's the 3rd out, inning over. So they pick up a run of the solo shot and take the lead. On to inning number 4. Random back on the mound. The margin is slim and the bats are big.
Yeah, this is a dangerous part of the lineup, Boog, but a little execution goes a long way.
Into center. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The throw to second is offline.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Man at second. Runner breaks for third. Strike in there. Throw to third. Safe.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Sets him down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Story swings through it for strike one. Foul ball there. One away with a runner at third. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Strike three, and that's two in a row. At the plate, Marcelo Meyer. Fly to left his first time. Here's a high chopper. Schmidt fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. Random back to work now. They just handed him a cushion, Siggy.
Yeah, now's the time to throw up a zero, Boog. Momentum's a fragile thing. You want to keep your foot on the gas and just shut the door here.
Shut it. That one outside. Ball one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Now a step off the rubber to reset. Out in front and foul to the left side. Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And the tying run is on base.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Aye. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have.
Toss to Naylor, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
On the ground, down the line, and it's foul. Man at second. Late with the swing there. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
In the air to left center. Base hit into the outfield. Throw into third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Anthony swings through it for strike one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Abreu swings through it for strike one, and that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, a big two-out hit, and the game is tied. Jarren Duran steps to the dish in a big spot. Immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And now he steps off. Big pitch coming. Two on, two outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Out to short, Schmidt. They limit the damage here. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Roman Anthony getting ready to hit. Man at second. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here's the throw. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Red Sox walk it off in extra innings. 4-3 our final score. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Joe Brandom, the star of the show, getting ready to showcase his skills on the diamond. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And taking the ball for Seattle, Joe Brandom, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts. Other times it's hard to even know he's there because the innings go so quickly.
That to right. Robles under it. And a quick out, number one.
Batting second, the first baseman, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. Tapped in front of the plate. They put the tag on him, and that's out number two. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Gorman. Gorman, in his 5th season, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. We've got no score. You're watching Mariners base. Back at T-Mobile Park. Now up the Cardinals number 4 hitter, Pedro Pajes. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And the 0-1. Foul ball there. No score here in the second. Got him looking. And there's one down.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Left field. Eaton on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Nathan Church.
Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Church. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing, and a ball popped up. Naylor under it. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Austin Gauthier. Softly hit to third. Makes a sliding stop to first. And they get the out. This is such a difficult play for a third baseman, Chris. A sliding stop and worthy of another look, the StatCast.
Well, I'll tell you, man, I'm frustrated if I'm the one hustling down the line the whole time, thinking I've got a knock and going to beat the throw, and then, boom, you hear the ball hit the mitt, and you're out. That's just a great stop and great throw.
Number 72 now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Boog Sciambi and Chris Singleton here on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. This to third. Donovan tosses to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
The designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Ivan Herrera will hit next. Flied to right his first time. Top of the third, no score. High fly ball, right field. And that is that. Home half of the third coming up, no score. Start of the fourth, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson. Taps softly to the right side, and a foul ball. Burleson measures 6 feet even, 225 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. The 0-2 goes down looking.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, number 16, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Gorman. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
In the box now, no balls and a strike. Grounds one to short. Schmidt. They take the force out, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott.
Victor Scott, the second.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Nathan Church next up for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1.
Ball.
Pitcher thought that was a strike. He's going to challenge. So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The Cards down by a pair, and we're in the top of the 5th. Fouled off left side.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
On the ground to third. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
The batter, number 3.
Now it's the second baseman, Austin Gauthier. Grounded out his first time up. Now a step off the rubber to reset. Curve, hit right back to him. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back in Seattle, all set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, number 72. Late swing, foul to the left.
You know, these Cards, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
Slings it across. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now it's Ivan Herrera.
Ball.
Pitcher challenges. He thought it was a strike. Pretty close, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. The 1-0. A little out front there as he swings through it. The 1-1 is fouled off. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a 1-out single. Looking to extend the play now. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absent.
Next to hit, Alec Burleson. And a foul ball. Man at second. Fought off foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Nolan Gorman getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw. The throw comes in too late, and that leaves him with runners at first and third after a tricky play. Pedro Pajes, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Random back at it after the error.
Yeah, and the defense didn't help him there, but now the ball's back in his court. He's got to move on, reset, and get the out.
On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back.
Mariners,
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Gabe Spire.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Here's Josh Naylor.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
This could end it. To the right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cardinals salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Random fired 6 shutout innings. Some really nice pitching.
He showed some real competitive fire in this one, Boog. Wasn't an all-timer of a start, but he did his job well, even if they did wind up losing the game.
Joe Random with another opportunity to put his skills on display for scouts and fans alike. This kid has future star written all over him. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers. First pitch coming your way next. Random ready to go. Looking to set the tone right out of the gate.
Yeah, Boog, he needs to come out aggressive but composed as well. A clean first frame can settle the whole dugout.
Gleyber Torres leading things off and takes a strike. Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And it one-hops the wall.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Donovan. The throw to first, but the game is tied as the run comes in. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. Random ready to go again after giving up the run.
You could feel the air go out a little with that run, Boog, but he's still in control of how this inning ends.
Struck him out looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Jake Berger in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Got him swinging. They limit the damage here. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. We head to the second in Arlington. All tied 1-1. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back in Arlington, bottom of the inning. So the Texas Rangers are hovering around 500, about a third of the way into this season. They came into the year looking like a team with a good shot at the postseason. We might need to upgrade that outlook.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this is a team that's headed for October. They put together a very nice season so far.
Of course, now they need to keep it up and make sure they don't waste what's been a great start. Foul ball. And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Oh, and 2 now. On the ground.
Nope,
and that's
foul.
Just foul. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Garcia on to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Mariners 4 and the Rangers 1. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. This one in the air, right field. Fair ball. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Rangers.
So the Rangers batting order turns over. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Fouled off left side. 0-1. In the air, right field. Robles under it. And there's one away.
The batter, number 5.
Now it's Corey Seager. There's a strike. Out towards right center field. Rodriguez settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Next up for Texas, Wyatt Langford.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it. So a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Rangers leave 1 and they trail it 4-1. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Up next for the Rangers.
And now it's Jake Berger to hit.
Number 21, Jake Berger.
The Rangers with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Rangers, the third baseman.
And now it's Alec Bohm. He's 0 for 1. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Rangers go down quickly there. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Back at Globe Life Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Kyle Higashioka stepping in for the Rangers. In the air, out towards left center. Rodriguez takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So next to hit for Texas, Christopher Morel. And that drops in for a strike.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Here's 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. In the air, left side. Canzone gets under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder.
Up next for the Rangers, Sebastian Walcott. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Ball.
Random thought that was a strike, and here's the challenge. Pretty close, but it was a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez under it. And that is that. It's the Mariners 10 and the Rangers 1. Back in Arlington, bottom of the 6th inning. Gleyber Torres stepping in for the Rangers.
Well, these Rangers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
1 down.
And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
Seager in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Got it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Rangers.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Langford.
So up next, Wyatt Langford, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. Fly ball down the line. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. Late with the swing there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swings and misses. Picks up strikeout number 7. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Edward Bizardo. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers.
The first baseman, number 21, Jake Berger.
The Rangers down to their final strike. And that one ripped to left. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners even this series up at a game apiece. Random struck out 7 against 1 earned run in 6 innings.
No, Boogie did a lot of good things in this start. Anytime your starter goes out there and pitches like he did today, you've got a good shot at the win, and it worked out for him in this one.
Joe Brandom, a promising prospect, just about ready to go. He brings a combination of talent, dedication, and heart to every game. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way next. Here's Carlos Correa.
The leadoff hitter tonight, the third baseman, number 1, Carlos.
Fouled off down the right side. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And down on strikes. 2 gone now.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
That is the inning. Scoreless after 1. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Christian Walker.
Number 8, Christian Walker.
Fouled off. He was late. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena. And that one fouled off. Popped in the air, left field, takes it in for the out. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. That one ripped, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. On the ground to short. Toss to Naylor, and that's the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Right through there for a strike.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. Third player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the 2 others, and that's some great company, Boog.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now it's going to be Cam Smith. That one fouled off. Foul ball there. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Right side. Garcia. Tosses to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Here's the center fielder, Jake Myers. Tap to first. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. Goes down looking. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back here in Houston, here's the Astros leadoff man, Carlos Correa. And that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. Here's the throw. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Alvarez in the box now. Takes strike one. And it's fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit. Part of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Number 15.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Go ahead run on base. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Man at second. High fly ball right field. Robles gets there. He's under it. That's out number 2. And now it's Christian Walker. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a foul out of play. And now he steps off. Big pitch coming. The Astros with a chance to score first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Struck him out looking.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here in Houston and stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Randall back to work. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
That can be a really tough pitch to handle. A front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Tap softly third base side. A swinging bunt. And it's just foul. That was close. On the ground. Throws across the diamond. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Manager out of the back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Edward Bizzardo.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
This could end it. Got him! And that's the ball game. Randall with some decent work and a shorter start.
Went out there and gave him a good shot in this one, Boog, and he can be proud of that. I'm sure his teammates appreciated how much he did to help get them this W.